Hello and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports Tuesday evening. Brian Anderson here. With me tonight are analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. And they've got one player out of the lineup due to injury.
They're weathering a big absence. Their best player out of the lineup, but it's a chance for the others to step up.
And the starting group for the Celtics. White and Brown are the wingmen. Then there's Anthony Simons. Then it's Sam Hauser. And it's Kata in at the 5 down low. And for the Pistons, Harris and Duran together in the middle. Ivy and Thompson are the 2 and the 3. And it's Cunningham in at the 1 spot. And not too often we see a matchup like this one. Both of these teams are elite when it comes to cleaning the glass, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., and that's why I expect this to get physical around the rim, which will put the endurance of these teams' rebounders to the test.
Now here's Simons. Pass to Brown. Five to shoot. From 10 feet away. Thompson with some nice D.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Flying high, Asar Thompson. I wish I still had hops like that.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, JB Bickerstaff had a few moments to share with me. Right away, we got to talking about Jaylen Brown, and he said he's going to make trouble for us, but with strong coverage and fast rotations, I think we'll do a good job limiting his production. Some confident words from Coach on how they'll slow down Brown's output tonight. Back to you, B.A.
And Allie, thanks. Now here's Cunningham. Thompson, a screen on Simons, to the middle. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
And nice work there in the pick and roll. Cunningham demonstrating improvement in knowing how to break defenses down.
Simons against Cunningham. Now Simons. Back to Hauser. Boston needs to get off a shot here. And here's Brown for 3. They're in with a rebound. First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. Thompson, and the shot is good. Harris making the play. Thompson's got 6.
Good work down low. I mean, I like how confident Thompson is from this area.
Cunningham against Simons. Pass to Brown. Over Thompson. Brown, no good. The Pistons have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. And last season, the Pistons became the first team ever to triple their win total from the previous campaign.
Yeah, going from the worst record in the association in 2024 to a playoff team in 2025. And now they look to just keep on rising.
Here's Brown, following the score by Detroit. And here's Simons outside, sinks the tray.
Yeah, such an assertive shooter. Simons has his feet planted and just hits it.
Pass to Ivy. Now here's Duran. And the dunk by Duran.
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
Celtics trail by 7. Outside White. Simons outside. Lets the 3 fly, and the Celtics another 3.
Oh, and that was from way outside. But Simons feels like this is automatic for him.
Here's Cunningham. Second chance shot. Nope, another miss. 0 for 2 to start the game. Boston's gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Brown passes to Simons. Back to Brown. Pulls it. And Ivy pulls it down.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
And Thompson gets it to go.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the three ball.
Simons against Cunningham. It's Brown on the wing. Fades away. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got 4 rebounds in the game. Cunningham with the ball. Still without a bucket. Harris finds Duren. Shoots over Brown. Duren, no good. And Brown has got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. 6-point game. Hauser outside. Pass to Keita. Outside, Brown. Pure from 3-point range.
You know this is coming with Brown. He is a ruthless sniper outside.
Inside. And the dunk by Duren.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Now here's Brown. On the wing, Hauser. Pass to Simons. Fires the 3. And the Celtics another 3.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys build contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
And it's Cunningham missing. The Celtics have gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. Now here's Simons. He's got 9. Outside White. Back to Simons. The 3. Thompson pulls it in. The Pistons leading. Pass to Cunningham. From the arc. Sinks it from distance.
Measuring that corner triple very well. I like seeing Cunningham bury these types of shots.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Well, Grant, Tobias Harris has been around the league. What's his best asset?
You know, I think it's his reliability and versatility. Harris is always on the floor, having led the NBA in games played multiple times. And he just gets the job done.
Boucher's checked in for Boston. And hey, we got Big Sean in the building tonight for this Pistons home game.
Yeah, a very proud Detroit native who has done a lot for this city. It's great to see Big Sean out here supporting his team.
Brown looking around. Pass to Keita. Shot clock at 6. Simons against Cunningham. Pulls up on the wing. And it's Simons missing. Detroit leading by 5. Cunningham left side. He gets it in there. Cunningham's got 5 points.
And getting up close and personal, Cunningham knows he can get his shot to go inside.
Brown against Thompson. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Grant, the thing about Jaylen Brown, he doesn't need a lot of space to get his shot off.
You know, B.A., he has a quick release and rises high on his jumper. Has a great up fake and can stop on a dime. Usually all the space he needs to find his shot.
And the first one at the line is good. And with Jaylen Brown on the wing, he feels like any given night he has the advantage in his matchup.
He's either too fast for the big guys or too strong for the small guys. That's the problem. He is a handful on both ends of the floor also.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Garza comes in for Keita, and it's Peyton Pritchard in for Derek White. You know, for a team that's had deep playoff runs almost every year recently, the Celtics fell short last season, RJ.
Well, injuries and other factors played into that, but there's so much parity in the NBA right now. There is no team invincible come playoff time.
Now here's Thompson. Give him 8 points now. Rebounded by the Celtics. Here's Garza. Pass to Simons. The 3-ball. And Cunningham pulls it down. The Pistons lead by 5. Durant, the pass to Harris. Harris a screen. Cunningham finds Harris. No good from 11 feet. Boston has gone 4 of 7 from three-point range here in the first. Pritchard, the pass to Simons. Harris against Boucher. Back to Simons. Three-pointer, Pritchard. And it's Harris with the rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Cunningham. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. 7 points for Cade Cunningham.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Robinson, he's checked in for Detroit. LeVert comes in for Ivy. Celtics trail by 7. Pritchard surviving the D. Simons outside. Clock at 6. Pass to Gonzalez. Robinson with a steal. Now Duran. It's LeVert on the wing. He's covered by Simons. Back to Duran. Cunningham outside. Lets it go from 11. Boston pulls it in. Simons outside. Pass to Boucher. Back to Simons. Boucher up top. Pounded by Harris. There's Simons with a 3. LeVert with a rebound.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thank you, BA. Plenty of pressure for a player like Cade Cunningham, asked to shoulder the load. He said, that's what I asked for, to be in the NBA, to be in these moments. I try not to shy away from them. He practices meditation, and he says it's really helped me. Anytime I need to just reset, I can do it. Back over to you, Brian.
Able to dial it in. Okay, thanks for the report, Allie. Now here's Cunningham. He has 7. Shoots over Simons. And it's Cunningham missing. Celtics trail by 7. Down low. And finished off by Boucher.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
And so Cunningham will bring it up for the Pistons. A minute 37 left in the first quarter. And they doubled up Cunningham. LeVert outside. Pritchard with a steal. Here's Garza. Yet to see a basket. That one goes in.
It's harder to thread those passes inside, but the reward is evident.
The Pistons lead by 3. Harris outside. From downtown, they get the rebound. And the dunk by Duran.
You have to put a body on Duran. He's quick, he's athletic, and he has that 7'5" wingspan.
Detroit shooting their first free throw tonight. And some changes here for Detroit. Holland, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. And Sasser subbed in for Cunningham. Shireman's checked in for Boston. Derek White comes in for Simons.
Yeah, as of right now, Jalen Duren kind of seems like a classic big man. He can block, he can rebound, and he really focuses on finding close-range looks.
Now here's White. Boucher a screen on LeVert. Here's White. Pass to Garza. Puts up a three. LeVert with a rebound. Detroit is going 1 for 5 from three-point range. A cold start. There's 37 seconds left in the first quarter. To the inside. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Yeah, that's inexcusable. I mean, the defense must push LeVert farther away from the basket than that.
It's White with a drive. And the layup is good off the glass.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
And here's LeVert. Duren with a screen on White. And here's LeVert for three. He can't get that one to fall. What a performance for Asar Thompson. He has been the story for the Pistons. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And looking at what we've seen from Detroit, what do you guys think?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
It leads to some easy buckets, and I think it's given them control of the pace in this one.
Taking a look at the Celtics. Their backcourt, Pritchard and White. Then it's Chris Boucher, and it's Minot in at the small forward. Here's Boucher. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Boucher's got 6 points.
That is a perfect placement of that dime. Just guided it right to him.
Now Sasser. No made baskets yet. Stewart outside for three. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
When he has enough space, he's more than comfortable letting it fly from outside.
Outside Pritchard. Pass to Boucher. And there's a pick. Here's Garza. Shoots. Again, the Celtics good for 2 more. Detroit leading by 5. Sasser outside. Robinson for 3. Rebound Boston. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Boucher passes to Garza. Outside White. Pass to Garza. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Boucher for 3. The rebound by Stewart. The Pistons have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Now LeVert. Stewart outside. Picked by Stewart. Here's Sasser. And that one no good to start off the night. Celtics trail by 5. Pritchard with it. No points yet. Fires from deep. Fires in the triple.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Pass to Robinson. Picked by Stewart. Fires for 3. And again, no good by Detroit. For Boston, they've gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Nice ball movement by Boston. White looking it over. Outside Pritchard. Back to White. Launches a three. And it won't go. His first miss. He's 2 of 3 now. Well, you need a real big-time star to win in this league. And Grant, the Pistons have that in Cade Cunningham.
Oh, my, B.A. It took until year 4 for him to really break through. Already a player who can impact the game in so many ways, but when his numbers go up across the board, that's doing something special.
Now here's Sasser. And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played, to the paint. Here's Stewart, and finished off by Stewart.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? Now here's White. Oh, send it home, Derek White.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. And some changes here for Detroit. Thompson, he's checked in for Holland. Ivy comes in for LeVert. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Sasser. Austin also changing it up. Tillman's checked in for Garza. Jaylen Brown comes in for Minot. And Simon has subbed in for Pritchard. Ivy outside. Outside Robinson. Ivy against White. Back to Robinson. Pass to Cunningham. Clock is at 3. Shoots. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
Here's Tillman, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, my! That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. Now here's Stewart. He's got 5. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
The Pistons making a switch here. Duran's checked in. The Celtics also with a sub. Williams is checked in for Tillman. Here's Williams. And here's Simons outside. And Ivy pulls it down.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Well, Grant, offense is trying to stretch the D to the breaking point, but it goes beyond just three-point shooting.
Yeah, there's how you position on the perimeter, but, you know, then you also want that vertical spacing, too, where you have a lob threat at the rim.
The first one falls. The Celtics making a switch here. Cade is checked in. Both free throws good from Thompson. And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, BA. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028.
Detroit has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Here's Ivy, still without a bucket. And there's the lob, and stolen by Boucher. Simons outside, pass to White. Outside, Brown. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. For Detroit, they've gotten only 2 of 8 field goals to go in the second. Here's Thompson. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That's on Anthony Simons. Detroit shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one. Pritchard's checked in for Boucher. He hits the second from the line. And grant the Achilles tear for Jason Tatum, derailing the Celtics' attempt to defend their 2024 title.
Yeah, so hard to overcome losing your best player. Thankfully, this team has the depth to remain competitive in his absence.
The Pistons leading. Inside. Brown against Thompson. Here's Ivy. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
And I really love the size and explosiveness that Ivy brings out of the backcourt.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Harris is checked in for Robinson.
Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
At the line for your Pistons, Ivy, 1 shot.
And that one misses.
And how can you not be excited about Ivy's potential? You can tell he wants to keep getting better.
And it's Simons missing.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Detroit shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game.
At the line for your Pistons, Harris. Tobias Harris.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
A swingman that scores on all 3 levels. Harris is about as consistent as it gets.
And Harris drops them both.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Celtics trail by 5. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
White, the pass to Pritchard. Here's Kata. 6 on the shot clock. White for 3. 3-pointer goes up. 3-pointer goes down for White.
If you give him that kind of separation, he's going to take full advantage.
Thompson outside. Back to Cunningham. Looking to end this cold spell. The 3 from Thompson. Boston pulls it in. Here's Kata. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Simons passes to Brown. Pass to White. Here's the 3. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Harris outside. To the middle. And Duren with the basket on the assist by Harris. Harris has got 3 assists tonight. Outside White. There's Simons with a 3. The rebound by Detroit. Cunningham's got 4 rebounds now. Thompson with it. Now guarded by White. Cunningham outside. Pritchard with a steal. And he lays it in on the break. Pritchard's got 5. Detroit has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Pass to Thompson. Back to Harris. Releases. Jaylen Brown with a rebound. Boston trailing. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The Celtics trying to keep that laser focus. Coach Joe Mazzulla said, quote, "The closer you are to winning, the easier it is to become distracted by things that you can't control, things that don't matter. Mindset, discipline, and mental toughness are what separate you." PA, back to you.
Staying dialed in. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Detroit with the ball. After the basket by Boston. Clock at 4. Here's Cunningham. And again, no good by Detroit. Brown with it, now guarded by Duren. When you think about the skill of Cade Cunningham, Grant, at his height, what a combination.
You know, BA, whether it's scoring inside or seeing over the defense or just beasting on smaller guards, his 6'6" frame is certainly an advantage.
Hauser, he's checked in for Boston. Brown against Thompson. The 11-footer. Brown can't hit.
This has not been his best quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
He is ferocious on alley-oops. With his good hands and wingspan, Duren makes for an easy target on the lob.
Now here's Brown. 7 points in the game. Pass to Hauser. Three-pointer. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Brown's got his 4th assist with that last one. The Pistons trailing. Now Harris. Defended by Hauser. And Harris throws it down.
That body control, baby. Harris smashing through it.
Simons outside. There's a minute 26 left to play in the half. Detroit has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Thompson passes to Cunningham. Ooh, Cunningham making moves inside.
Yeah, a graceful touch from Cunningham, making that floater look effortless.
Brown against Thompson. Brown in the high post. 6 to shoot. Rebound Detroit. Duren's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Cunningham finds Harris. And that one drops for him. And now a 5-point Detroit lead.
We're used to seeing Harris from the outside, but Tobias, he can step up. He's got the size to do some work down low.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pritchard, the pass to Simons. Knocks down the long J. Simons has got 12 points.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And it's Cunningham missing. And here's Brown. And a pretty tightly first half. The Pistons on top. They lead by 2. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. The Pistons leading. Ivy and Thompson are the 2 and the 3. Harris and Duren together in the middle. And it's Cunningham in at the point. That's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5 as we get going in the second half.
And what a read there from Cunningham, showing he has vision and timing with his passes.
Simons passes to Hauser. Now White. Outside, Brown. Stolen by Thompson. Pass to Cunningham. Powerful take from Cunningham.
Yeah, strong player mentally. Cunningham showing the physical strength on that play.
Simons against Cunningham. Now here's Simons. Defense right on him. Cunningham with some nice D. Ivy outside. Pass to Duren. Cunningham outside. Clock at 6. There's the 3. Unable to get that one.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
Hauser passes to Brown. Back to Hauser. The 3 is up. The rebound by Detroit.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Brown against Harris. Pass to Cunningham. Duren with a screen on Simons. Now Duren. Detroit needs to get off a shot. Harris misses. Celtics trail by 6. Outside, Brown. Back to Simons. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half.
You just gotta love watching a big man hustle on the glass. This is what his team expects and needs from him.
Here's Cunningham. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown. Brown's got 6 rebounds now in the game. On the wing, Simons. Pounded by Harris. Simons passes to Brown to end the drought. And Ivy pulls it down. Detroit leading by 6. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Pass to Thompson. Duren with a screen on Brown. Here's Thompson. And a nice finish on the layup. Thompson's got 13.
And meeting those expectations. I mean, this is what we all wanted to see from Thompson on offense.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Celtics trail by 8. Simons passes to Hauser. Brown against Thompson. Kata. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Brown's got his 5th assist in this one. Pass to Duren. Detroit moving the ball around. The 3 from Thompson. Boston with a rebound. Up top, White. He's watched by Cunningham. Inside, White gets it to go.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
And so Cunningham will bring it up for the Pistons. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Harris Excellent D there from Hauser.
Just enough resistance to force the miss, barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Brown passes to Hauser. And the three off target. Detroit leading by 4. Pass to Harris. Puts it up from 12. And again, no good by Detroit. For Boston, they've gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the third quarter. White for 3. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got 4 rebounds now. Detroit has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Duren with a screen on Simons. Cunningham passes to Duren. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
Yeah, almost impossible to stop Duren inside. Wow, just wow.
Thompson against Brown. Looking to get it going, and he comes up with a bucket. Brown's got 9.
Not all his mid-range jumpers are created equal. That's one they'll take all night long.
Harris outside. Back to Cunningham. Simons with a rebound. Simons got rebound number 5 here tonight. No doubt Anthony Simons has shown he can be a 20-point per game scorer in this league.
Yeah, the shooting is great. He's a natural at finding his shot, but he'll be targeted at the other end. That's where he's got to improve.
Gotta love the confidence. Brown wasting no time firing away.
The scoring is coming easy for him. Got to keep the ball in his hands.
White against Ivy. Pass to Brown. Stolen by Thompson. Ivy, right side. The shot misses. Nice D from Brown. Celtics trail by 3. For the tie. The Pistons clear it. Thompson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Harris. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. That's 12 points for Tobias Harris.
Harris with some finesse to knock down that little mid-range jumper.
Brown inside, working on Thompson. And here's Simons outside. The Pistons clear it. On the wing, Thompson, defended by Brown. Cunningham outside. Ivy a screen on Simons. Pass to Ivy. Lets it go from deep. Here's Duren. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
Yeah, just too strong right there. Duren is so good at fighting through contact on the way up.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Pistons.
Look, they're getting good looks inside. It's been a point of emphasis all night long, but I love this hard-nosed attitude of this team.
And we can't forget about how ferocious they've been cutting to the rim, just going right at defenders and finding ways to finish.
Robinson, he's checked in for the Pistons. Boston also changing it up. Garza comes in for Keita. And Boucher subbed in for Hauser. And the free throw, no good. Celtics trail by 7. Outside, Brown. From outside the arc. The shot, no good.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
13 feet out. Ivy's shot is off. Boston shooting about 31% here in quarter number 3. Boucher a screen on Robinson. And here's Simons outside. And it's Harris with the rebound.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Ivy outside. Pass to Harris. Thompson a screen on Boucher. And here's Harris outside. Buries it from 3. Harris has got 15 points.
Still fills it up. Harris is a force on both sides of the ball.
Brown against Thompson. Now here's Brown. Defense is right there. Now White looking to end the run. Duren with the rebound. Duran's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Thompson passes to Harris. Rebounded by the Celtics. Boucher's got 5 rebounds in the game. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Now here's Brown. 12 points for him. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Getting the hoop and the harm. That's tremendous body control from Brown.
This is his second trip to the free throw line in this one. Stewart, he's checked in for Duran. Walsh is checked in for Boston. Pritchard comes in for Simons.
One shot.
Free throw no good for Brown.
What makes Brown special is his blend of smarts and effort level. Not just an intelligent player, he also gives you a phenomenal amount of energy out there.
And again, the Pistons missing. Celtics trail by 8. Pass to Garza. Ivy against Pritchard. The 3 is up. The rebound by Detroit. Now Stewart. 5 points in the game. Harris. And it's Boucher with the rebound.
How did he brick that one? He smoked it. Everything was set up for that to be an easy basket.
Here's Garza. Stewart defends. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And if they want to come back in this game, look, they got to clean up those mistakes.
Karis LeVert's checked in for the Pistons. Sasser comes in for Ivy. The Pistons lead by 8. Sasser with the ball. Still no points. Harris left side. Pass to Stewart. Outside Robinson. 6 on the shot clock. Picked by Stewart. And here's LeVert for 3. Knocks down the triple. LeVert's gotten a second bucket on the night.
That's a big make for LeVert. Should help his confidence.
Outside Pritchard. 1:44 left in the third. The shot by Garza, no good. And here's Detroit. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Steps back. And Harris throws it down.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
And so it's Pritchard who brings up the ball for Boston. Trailing by 13. Pass to Garza. It's blocked. LeVert outside. Sasser outside. And here's Harris, covered by Boucher. And stolen by Boucher. And they're pushing it up. Pritchard, the pass to Garza. There's the block. They get it back. Pass to Pritchard. With the floater. And it's Harris with the rebound. Harris has got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's LeVert. That falls. Nice setup by Harris. Harris has got 5 assists tonight.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Now here's Pritchard. 5 points in the game. Down low. Here's Garza. Nails the baby hook. Garza's got his first 2 points of the night.
Love to see him inside passing like this, as well as guys being on the same page.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. The Pistons on top. They lead by 13. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the 4th quarter gets underway. we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. Their backcourt, Pritchard and White. Then it's Chris Boucher, and it's Garza in at the center position. Boucher up top. Boucher on the screen. White for 3. The rebound by Stewart. Stewart's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Cunningham. And here's Robinson. To the inside. Here's Stewart. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Pistons lead by 15.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Pritchard against Cunningham. Pritchard, the pass to Garza. White for 3. On target from range.
He's bringing a lot of energy to this offense, not letting the scoreboard discourage him right now.
He's going to keep putting up shots regardless of the score. That's the kind of player he is.
I love big guards, and Cunningham using the size to perfection.
At the line for your Pistons, Cunningham. Cunningham. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
Yeah, can you say total package? Cunningham, the prototype guard these days.
Good on both. Now here's Pritchard. About a minute and a half into the fourth now. Over to the wing. Pass to White. To the paint. Here's Boucher. And finished off by Boucher.
And finding his teammate in stride, he led his guy perfectly.
Here's Cunningham. And here's Stewart. Over to the left wing. Shot clock at 6. Stewart, a screen on Boucher. Holland for 3. Garza grabs the board.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's Walsh. Pass to Pritchard. Now here's Boucher. There's a screen. Here's Garza. Over LeVert. The shot by Garza, no good.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
Detroit moving the ball around. Now Robinson. Down low. Oh, got a piece of it. Fast break. Here come the Celtics. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
Well, look, I mean, great anticipation on one end leads to points on the other.
And this is why turnovers give coaches and fans gray hairs.
Cunningham finds Robinson. Picked by Stewart. Fires the 3. Robinson can't hit. Celtics trail by 10. Here's Walsh. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. LeVert passes to Cunningham. To the middle. With the fadeaway. Stewart, no good. Boston has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Boucher outside. To the left wing. Here's Walsh. Outside White. Over LeVert. Oh, he used the shot fake to create the angle, but he couldn't get it to fall. To stop the drought. That's good from Robinson on the assist from Holland.
It looked like he was playing against his little brother out there, the way he just went right over him with his height.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. The Pistons making a switch here. Duran's checked in. Boston also changing it up. Jaylen Brown, he's checked in for Walsh. And Simon has subbed in for Pritchard. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. Point blank, he wants better shot selection. He told them, we're settling guys. Come on. We're not being patient out there. We're not working the ball around. That has to change right now.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Right side Brown. Launches it. Holland with a rebound.
And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right now.
Cunningham looking around. Outside for LeVert. Three-pointer. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. And the Pistons lead by 15.
Now, you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to them at all times.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
Boucher a screen on Cunningham. White against LeVert. Kicks it out to Cunningham. Cunningham is doubled. Pass to Holland. Duran with a screen on Boucher. Holland. Boston pulls it in. Brown's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
Brown showing the quick release with the pull-up there.
Detroit leading by 13. Cunningham with the ball. Pass to Holland. And here's Duran. Inside. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
At the line for Detroit, Holland, 2 shots.
And he drops the first. And some changes here for Detroit. Thompson comes in for Robinson. And Ivy subbed in for LeVert. Boston also changing it up. Keita comes in for Garza. And Tillman subbed in for Boucher. And so he hits both. Celtics trail by 15. Simons outside. It's Brown on the wing. Shoots over Thompson. Duran with a rebound. Duran's got his 18th rebound here tonight. All over the place. Here's Holland. Oh, the turnaround jumper. Count it. Holland's got 4 points in the quarter.
Not going to miss that one very often. Great job.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Here's Simons. Finds the bottom from 13 feet out.
Boys, Simons' jump shot is pure from anywhere on the floor.
Right here.
Now here's Ivy. Misses off the right iron. And here's Brown. Outside White. Simons, a screen on Thompson. Back to Brown. 4-3. The rebound by Detroit.
And sometimes on defense, you could just get lucky.
And Holland, the bucket on the assist by Duran. And the Pistons lead by 17.
Yeah, because Duran is such a big, physical, athletic guy, it's easy to overlook his incredible passing. But that's one of his core strengths.
And it's Simons missing.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Ivy against White. Pass to Holland. Takes a 3. They get it back. Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
And Jalen is just taking over in this one. This is how lethal of a player he can be.
Celtics trail by 19. Outside White. Back to Simons. Nice ball movement by Boston. Brown against Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. Right side Brown. Looking to get back on track. No good. Off the front rim. Detroit leading by 19. Now Duren. Pass to Ivy. Here's Holland. Now here's Duren. He's guarded by White. Ivy outside from behind the arc. Simons with a rebound. Boston's gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. Outside Brown. Here's Kata. Simons outside. The 3. Duren with a rebound.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
To the middle. Here's Holland. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Holland's got 8 points in the quarter.
These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
It's Brown on the wing. Pass to Tillman. And stolen by Cunningham. Here's Ivy. He's guarded by White. Thompson, a screen on White. Ivy with the ball. Now guarded by Simons. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Cunningham. Boston pulls it in. Brown's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. On the wing, Simons. He's watched by Cunningham. It's Brown on the wing. Shoots over Thompson. Again, the miss by the Celtics. The Pistons lead by 21. Ivy outside.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
And rejected. Down low. To snap the cold streak. And he takes it up and lays it in.
Nice feed inside, saw the play develop and hit him right when he needed to.
Detroit calls timeout. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter here. And now let's take a second to present our player of the game, Jalen Duren.
And guess what? This was his game all night. I mean, he tore through the defense and almost never took a bad shot out there. Really, a level of offensive consistency most players can only dream of.
Oh, he's a crowd favorite. This building is never more alive than when he's at his best. And he was beyond at his best tonight. He had this place going crazy. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Cunningham. To the paint. Now here's Thompson. Ivy, left side. 5 on the clock. Let's go with a 3. Boston pulls it in. Brown's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Pistons.
A pair of tremendous rebounding teams.
And these guys played a little harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
Man, you have to recognize what a night it was for Jalen Duren.
He really influenced the game with his rebounding. Just a stellar performance. With all the work he put in, he's going to sleep well tonight.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Pistons going with a whole new group out there. And that's good as he hits both shots. Detroit leading by 17. Now Stewart. And finished off by Stewart.
He hears the whistle, and he keeps his concentration and is able to knock it down.
Reed's checked in for Detroit. Williams is checked in for Boston. Shireman comes in for White.
At the line for Detroit, Stewart. Isaiah Stewart. One shot.
And that one misses. Celtics trail by 19. To the inside. Here's Shireman. Ready off the pass. He lays it in.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
LeVert outside. It's Reed. High post. Boucher on him. Picked by Stewart. 6 to shoot. Oh, missed on the tray. Here's Gonzalez. Robinson defending. Here's Pritchard. Quick 2. All net. And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
Now here's LeVert. The D's right on him. Off on the layup. And so it's Detroit easily grabbing this one. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And let's reveal our player of the game, Jalen Duren.